Hey everyone, welcome back to Code of the Row. In this video, we're going to be going over Ascent Combat Framework, and I'll be showing you how to make a gun. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be using the Cinti sci-fi packs. You can check out my affiliate link in the comment below or in the description below to get your hands on these packs. And of course, you can do the same method with any gun, any character, any graphics, and so on. The only thing required for this is Ascent Combat Framework, so let's go ahead and get started. So in my full sample folder, I'm going to head over to my blueprints, go over to my items and weapons folder. And right here is where I can create a new gun. So in order to create a new gun, I'm just going to right click anywhere in the open space, select a blueprint class, and look for the ACF ranged weapon master BP, like so, and select. And I'll just call this gun 2 for now. I'll double click to open this up, to open up the blueprint editor. And you're going to notice on the left there are quite a few things: the shooting component, the collision component, which will handle our damage, our left handle IK, which will determine where our character places its left hand, and the mesh of the gun, and so on. So I'll just hit this gun 2 so I can see everything and just go down from here. So for the skeletal mesh asset, I'm just going to go and look for some sort of gun mesh. If you're using the ACF sample, you can follow along with any of the default ones, and you can actually use anything that you want. So you can even use a horse if you wanted to. So I'll just use this rifle as an example. So if your weapons only come in a static mesh and you need a skeletal mesh, which you will need for Ascent Combat Framework, head over to your plugins and just enable that skeletal mesh editing tools that you see here. And once that's enabled, it'll tell you to restart, and then you can just head back to your mesh, right click, and you'll see this option to convert to a skeletal mesh. So I'll just click convert, and now it created our SK underscore weapon rifle, like so, and our SKM, which is our skeletal mesh. And I'll hit Control Shift S to save all, head back to my gun 2 ACF weapon, and select that skeletal mesh. And now you'll see a projectile start socket, and we want this to be up here in front of the gun. So what I need to do is just copy paste the socket, and you can rename this to whatever you want. It is case sensitive, and open up that skeletal mesh asset, and I just need to add it here. So I'm just going to right click on root and select add socket, and then I'll just move this right in front over here, like so. Make sure it's directly in front. Yeah, this looks good to me. Maybe I'll leave it a little bit more in the front. And then I'm going to hit F2 on the socket, or you can right click and rename socket, and just paste that name and call projectile start. And this will determine where our bullets are coming from. So now let's go back and I'll hit compile. And now we can add some sort of action sound, and you can really add whatever sound effects you want. Probably something small if you don't have any bullet sound effects. Or if you want, you can try to find some off Pixelbay. They do have some royalty-free gun sounds that you can use in your projects, and some of them might be a little long, but I'm sure you can cut it down. So like you can maybe cut that to 1 bullet. Maybe that one sounds a little odd. And yeah, I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear this because I have my desktop audio turned off. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I am using some sort of sci-fi sounds. So I'm just going to add that to my action sounds, and I already called it sci-fi gun SFX. And you can add some Niagara particles or action particles. And ACF does come with some sort of muzzle effects, muzzle flash A, muzzle flash B, and C, and so on. And these are cascade, not Niagara, but you can use Niagara if you want to. And now I'll just scroll down to where it says ACF. We're going to have this check to consume ammo. I don't want unlimited ammo on this gun. And we're going to select an ammo slot. So there is an item slot.ammo already pre-made for you. And if you don't have that, you can simply just create one by heading over to Edit, Project Settings, and then going to your gameplay tags, and then hitting Manage Gameplay Tags under your Gameplay Tag Manager, and then going to something, and then you can just click this plus sign and add a slot for it. So now the allowed projectiles will allow us to assign which types of ammo we can use. So for now, we'll just select ACF bullet BP, but we can also assign multiple if our gun's able to take more than one type of bullet. And we'll hit yes to use the magazine. And for the ammo magazine, I'll just write something like 100 for now. And over here, we can configure our projectile shooting speed. So I can do something like 10,000. Our shooting radius, I'll leave this as 1, and the shooting range on how far our bullet will go. So I'll do something like, let's do 10,000. And this weapon will be two-handed. I'm not going to be able to akimbo these. And I'll use left hand IK position so that our left handle IK works here. And now we have weapon type and movesets. So for the weapon type, it is going to be that rifle weapon type, which is under item.weapon.range.rifle. And then for the moveset overlay, and moveset actions, we already have one pre-made as the moveset.rifle that's made in ACF for us. So I'll just assign those. And now we have an on-body socket name. So basically where on our character it'll be. when we're not using it. And then in hands will be which hand it's going to attach to. So in order to check that out, you'll have to go back to your map and find your character's skeleton. So the way that I do this is I just go to my world settings. If you don't have that enabled, check out the windows here, enable world setting, select this find button in your default pawn class, and that will open up your blueprint editor for your character. And then when skeletal mesh is selected, go ahead and click that find button. And then I just right click on it and I'll hover over skeleton and click find skeleton. And then I'll double click to open up my skeleton like so. And you'll see that on my spine 03, I have this socket called rifle equip, which will pretty much just show where my rifle is going to be. And then under my hand _R, I have this rifle. So the bone names I need to copy, or the socket names, will be rifle and rifle equip. So I'll copy those in the gun socket. So on body was rifle equip, and then the hands one is just rifle. And for the range shooting type, I'm just going to do shoot, swipe, trace, and try to equip ammos. And then you can also add an equip and unequip sound. And under item info, you'll have to select your thumbnail, details, the name of the weapon, and so on, and how it looks in the world. So I'll just look for that rifle 01, and then I'll also look for that thumbnail of this rifle, and I'll just call the name rifle 01 and just write a description saying high firing rifle, like so. And then you also need to select an item slot to tell your character which equipment component it's going to go into. So there's already one pre-made for us in Ascent Combat Framework, which is going to be called item slot.ranged weapon. But if you don't have one, you can make one on your character by going over to your character blueprint and looking over for your ACF equipment and inventory component, and then adding one here where it says available equipment slot. And if you were dual wielding these weapons, you can add a item slot.ranged weapon 2, which would pretty much just be for your offhand range weapon. And you would just have to match this item slot name with what's on your weapon here. And if you were dual wielding it, you would have to make a second version of this and also change this from a two-handed weapon to one-handed. And now I'll head over to where it says collision component, and I'm actually going to just open up this traces and change this swipe trace info from damage type to ACF projectile type or projectile damage type. And I'll give it a base damage of something like 50. It may already add on to whatever's on my character, but no worries. And you can also change your collision channels if you don't want it to be any of these. And now this looks pretty good to me, so I can hit compile and save, and I'll just add this to my character and then adjust the left hand IK position afterwards. So you see this gun is a little bit different than our holding animation, but no worries, we'll get that fixed up. So I'm just going to head over to my character blueprint and down under the ACF equipment inventory component, under where it says starting items, I'm just going to click on this plus sign like so and add that ace or gun 2. Because I just called it gun 2 for this tutorial, and I'll hit control save. And now when I go to my map and hit play, I'll unequip everything else, and I'll just select this rifle 01 we created, and you'll see it looks really hefty. And when I click 3 on my keyboard, I will equip it, and when I right click and hit F8, I'll be able to see accurately where my gun is being held by my character. So you'll see that my right hand is fine because it is attached to that socket, but my left hand is overlapping the gun, and I want to fix that. So in order to do that, I'm just going to drag this out so I can see both windows at the same time. And I'm actually going to put my hand on this side, and then I'll drag out gun 2 just so I can see both windows. I have multiple monitors, but just so you guys can see, I will have to do this on one monitor, and I can adjust where my left hand goes. And simply by moving where this left hand IK is, I can easily adjust where my hand position is. So whether I want it here, it looks pretty good, or maybe right in the handle, and it'll be fine. But for now, I think I'll just put it out here. And I'll exit out of this, hit compile and save, just so we save that on our gun. And then I'll hit play again and try. And now you see that my gun is working just fine, and these enemies are getting mowed down. And that's pretty much how you make a gun in Ascent Combat Framework. Thanks for watching Code of the Row. Like, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.